All right, hello wine drinking people. Today is Saturday, May 22nd, closing out another great week here at the Wine Watch. Got some exciting stuff coming up for you next week. We've rescheduled our vintage Brunello tasting for Friday the 28th. 10 wines, 10 years or older from Brunello right here in the store. This time we're taking them down with or without you. Okay, Wednesday night, we've got the Huneeus Vintners Portfolio tasting here in the store. Lots of great stuff be going down Wednesday night. Augustin Huneeus, the owner of Quintessa Winery in Napa Valley, the Faust label also under their auspices, the Veramonte label from Chile, just recently purchasing Flowers Winery on the Sonoma Coast, and the Prisoner label from Orin Swift. All that stuff will be here on the table Wednesday night. Okay, well, I forgot to mention our cooking class the other day. I think we went a little long with what I drank yesterday, and I wanted to thank Hermes Ortiz for bringing the wines and for showing up for me. I couldn't make it to the class to tell the folks about the wines, and I know one of the big hits that day was the Salamartano, the 2001. One of the best values in the Super Tuscan section. This wine is a blend of Cabernet and Merlot. Really starting to drink nice right now at age 9. We do have the 2003 vintage in the store also. 2003 was a little warmer year. The wine's even more forward than the 2001, which still has good structure, a wine that you could keep for several more years in your cellar. We have both of these wines in the store at great prices. The 2001 is $30. The 2003 is $25 while they last. Check them out, the reviews on this email. All right. Well, what did we have to drink yesterday? Well, as you know, Friday, it's kind of a light day for us in the store here. Most of these suppliers and our sales reps take the weekend off early, or we've got meetings on Friday, so we usually don't see too many people. So I'm usually singing How Dry I Am all day long on Friday. Well, not really. The consigliere stopped by at around noon 30 and decided that we needed to have something opened up in the store. So I always like to start off with something light in the daytime, like a nice Pinot Noir. And we have this 2007 Bruno Colin Chassagne Montrachet Vieille Vigne, which most people do not realize. They make quite a bit of red wine, also in Chassagne, much more famous for its whites. But the reds are rather light and appealing when they're young. 2007 is a light and appealing vintage for the reds in their youth anyways, but this one was really nice. It opened up in just a few moments. Some nice strawberry and black raspberry fruit to it, a little bit of spice, lovely freshness, and drinking really nice for a mid-afternoon drink. All right, well, we must have had something psychic going on in the store yesterday, because Captain Herb called and said, open me up a bottle of that Boudreaux Chassagne Montrachet from Bruno Colin. 2 Bruno Colin wines in one day. Kind of weird. And then Herb stopped by with a little pate, some truffle cheese, and some olive oil. I was just getting hungry at about that point. I think it was about 5 o'clock. And the consigliere left a loaf of bread. Kind of odd. Herb didn't have bread. He left a loaf of bread, so we had something for our olive oil. It was just meant to be yesterday. And somebody was paying attention to my offering I sent out on 2007 whites, and the fact that this wine needs to be decantered, as we had this wine decanted for about 2 hours before Herb got here. It was absolutely stunning. Again, we just have about a case and a half of this wine left at this price, but there's plenty of stuff left over from that 2007 Burgundy offer still available. Check it out. It went on Thursday in the previous offers section of the website. You know I always have wine with dinner, so we had a couple bottles at home. I figured I would continue on with the Burgundy theme, and I brought home a bottle of 2003 Etude Pinot Noir. And this is why I drink so much wine here, folks. If you read the review on this wine in the Wine Advocate, they state that not as exciting as the wine was supposed to be, and the wine should be drank up in 2 or 3 years. Well, this was in 2005, so according to them, it should have been consumed by 2008. This wine is still beautiful today. We showed it with Tony Soder, the gentleman that made this wine. He founded Etude and then sold it to Behringer in 2001. We showed it our first dinner in January, and we sold several cases at that dinner. That is the sign of a good wine to me, one that sells. And the 2003 Etude, still drinking beautiful. Some nice pomegranate and red cherry fruit to this. Carneros, Pinots always, to me, tend to be a little more elegant and understated. And some lovely spice in this wine. And again, good freshness on the finish. And we have a great price on this. We have this on sale for $25. I don't know if it was when it was released in 2005, if it was $25. And then following with my advice, we drank the good wine first last night. We went to the Veramonte Pinot Noir. And we had the Ritual a few nights ago. The Ritual is kind of like a step up from the Reserve Pinot, just a few dollars more in price. And I've had several people tell me they like the Reserve better than the Ritual. Well, I just had the Ritual, so I figured it was fresh in my mind. I should try the Reserve and see what the difference is between these two wines. Very similar wine, almost as complex and interesting, if I can say that about a Pinot that costs $12.50. Well, you people know that I've got a very high standard for what I drink at home. This is the only Pinot that I have on the shelf at this price range. There's just not much Pinot that I want to drink in this price range. Most of it is not exciting. This wine is exciting. One of the reasons it's made by Paul Hobbs. He makes the Pinot Noir, helps with the Pinot Noir at Veramonte Winery, and the Reserve and the Ritual, both great. The difference to me is the Reserve has got a little more of that typical Chilean herbaceousness to it. The Ritual is a little more refined. All right, well, that's what I had to drink yesterday. We're closing things out for the week. You guys have a good weekend. I'll see you again on Tuesday morning. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasone, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.